talking to the owner, wearing diamond ring, wearing kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine like jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. They call me Hot Rod. Everybody knows it. I don't have to say what I am, because I've done it. That's the difference between you and me. You talk about it, I do it. You will know that your ass is mine, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Welcome to the Money in the Bank 2024 Eastside Dave and Son. Let's do it, so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, Stanley. Stanley Mac. That is an introduction. That could possibly be the best introduction you've ever done. And you know how I know? Because you got the dogs fighting. See, if you can get the dogs barking and wrestling, then the next thing you know, you the man. And I will say this. If Samantha Irvin leaves WWE because Ricochet apparently is going to be joining AEW, right? And they're engaged, maybe there's an opening. Huh? Triple H, Paul Levesque, you stupid big fat jerk. Give Stanley a job, okay?
Okay, let's not say that.
Oh, shoot. Now, that was a mistake on my part, because, yeah, you're right. We're asking for a job. There's no reason to talk smack when you're asking for a job. Should you talk smack like that?
No.
No?
Not when you're asking for that job.
5 points. See, these are life lessons, Stanley Mac. By the way, this is the Eastside David Son Wrestling Show. I am the father component of the program, the heel of the show. According to many, my name is Eastside Dave, or you can call me Davey Mac. But the other guy right to my left, his name is Stanley Mac, and he is the babyface of babyfaces. And you passed the test there, Stan. You passed the test. By the way, a lot has happened since we have been last with you, since we've been on the airwaves. It wasn't too long ago that we were on the airwaves, but now we are on the airwaves, and a ton has happened. And first and foremost, Stanley Mac, you graduated grade school. I don't know if we mentioned that last time or not, but I'm going to mention it again. You've graduated. Well done. How do you feel? Graduated elementary school. How are we feeling these days?
I'm feeling good.
You did it.
I did it.
I bet BB, that's Stanley's grandmother, I bet BB $25 you weren't going to do it. So congratulations, buddy. You made me look stupid.
Wait, what?
More than you, nothing. You didn't hear that at all. You didn't hear anything about me betting BB $25 that you would never graduate elementary school, okay? You did not hear me say, I bet your grandmother $25 that you would fail miserably and never graduate elementary school. So congratulations, but I'm not going to say anything. I didn't say that. I didn't say what I just said. By the way, you know what Stanley Mac earned today, folks? He earned a Sunday at 11:30 in the morning. Can I tell you exactly why? I am killing it on Super Mario Kart Online. I'm just destroying it. And I have now gotten all the way. If you know about Mario Kart Online, you start with 1,000 points. And if you get like first place in a race, you get like 15 or 20 points and something like that, right? I am now up to, and by the way, if you lose, if you get in a bad race, you get points deducted. You might get like 20 points off. So, a couple bad races, you lose a ton of points, all right? It's not easy to gain points. I am now in the 10,000 point club. That signifies best Mario Kart players in the world. Once you hit 10,000 points, you're in the top level, okay? And I was winning races. I was getting top fives today. I was getting top threes. I was getting silvers and bronzes. And I said to Stanley, I go, this next race, I guarantee you I get in the top 3. I'm that confident. I was playing against the entire country of Japan. I was the only American there. It was 12 contestants, 11 Japanese folks, 1 American. We're talking about some numbers with 30,000 point folks, 25,000 point people, right?
Yep.
And I was getting in top 3s previous to that. Was I not?
You were.
So I felt so confident. I go, you know what? I'm going to get another top 3. I feel so good about this. I will get a top 3. And if I don't, I'll get you a Sunday at Hoffman's Ice Cream in Spring Lake Heights, New Jersey at 11:30 a.m. And what did I do?
You didn't get third. In fact, you got like, what, 11th?
I got 11th. 11th out of 12. A disaster, a debacle, an absolute embarrassing catastrophe of a Mario Kart performance that is going to fill me with shame for months, if not years to come. And now Stanley got his Sunday at 11:30 a.m. And that's crazy, because we're going to the pool later, folks. And I mean, who gets a Sunday before they go swimming? Have you ever heard such a thing? But I made the bet. I had to pay it off. So there you go. Stanley, how are you feeling about winning that bet? And what kind of ice cream did you get at 11:30 in the morning? Please tell everyone.
What was it, like the cookie?
It was chocolate cookie fudge mint surprise with Reese's Pieces and chocolate syrup on top. Looked quite delectable. I didn't get one for myself, and then I regretted it. But to me, 11:30 a.m. Sunday, Sundays is a little bit nuts, I suppose. But you know what? You're a kid, I guess. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into some wrestling talk. First and foremost, Stanley Mac, we got to give a big plug here, because my wrestling league, the Independent Wrestling Federation, IWF, out of New Jersey, North Jersey, we have a big announcement to make right now. IWF Unstoppable, the newest live event, premium live event by the IWF, will be on Saturday, September 21st at 7 p.m. in North Arlington. Get your tickets at campiwf.com. I will be there, of course. Davey Mack, the greatest manager in the state of New Jersey. The guy who is managing currently the IWF American Champion. Okay, Robert Atkins, the guy who also manages his twin brother Brian Atkins, wants to get some gold for him. The guy who has Justin Adams. In fact, I'm looking to possibly add another wrestler to my stable, the East Side Empire, the best wrestling faction in all of IWF. Okay?
Okay.
And so this is going to be a major event. Huge, because the East Side Empire is running rampant over the IWF. We've gotten our first championship. We want more. That's what we want. We want tag team gold, and we want IWF World Champion gold is what we want. And we're going to do it at IWF's Unstoppable. That is the premium live event that you can see live Saturday, September 21st. Get your tickets at campiwf.com. Will you be there, Stan?
I will. East Side Empire for all the gold.
East Side Empire for all the gold. You're the only person who roots for me in the entire arena. Is that true?
That is true.
You're the first ever heel fan. You're a babyface on this show, but yet you root for me and my wrestlers, but we're all bad guys. That makes you a bad guy fan, a heel fan. Are you aware of this?
I am.
Yeah. Well, good for you. We appreciate the support. The East Side Empire always appreciates the support. And then if you get that job in the WWE, if that, absolute blithering idiot Triple H finally smartens up and gives you a job, then maybe you can, get the East Side Empire into the WWE. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm going to use you as my connection. So go get that job. Go get the Samantha Irving job already. All right. That's topic number 1. Of course, we're going to be looking at the Money in the Bank, but we got 2 quick topics that we must discuss. Number 2, I told you that I would not be watching AEW anymore because I am really, truly, and sick and tired of it, and I just hate the way AEW has attacked WWE and WWE fans, belittling, condescending, people who happen to watch both shows, the stupid morons that AEW are, they don't realize that they are the ones who desperately need both fan bases watching their product. They cannot rely on AEW only fans to succeed as a business because there are very few, maybe 100, 200,000. But when you really look at it, AEW needs the support of WWE and AEW fans. They need the hardcore wrestling fans. But when Tony Khan started saying things like, if you support the WWE, it's like supporting Harvey Weinstein, I said, oh yeah, okay, screw you, Tony. No one insults me and expects, what, I'm going to show up and watch your show now? So I said I wasn't going to watch because also the show is absolutely terrible. I would possibly tune in when MJF comes back because he is, at this point, the only person I'm interested in watching in the entire company. And MJF, I don't know why you re-signed with those folks. I really don't. It's so bad. But anyway, he did, so I wanted to see what he's up to. He comes back, and the big feud that MJF is going to do is with Daniel Garcia.
Embarrassing.
That's the big feud?
That's embarrassing.
He's been feuding with Daniel Garcia. And then they turned him heel. He came back, got the babyface pop. He, I guess, turned heel or whatnot. It's hard to watch that show. I watch it very quickly now and fast forward. Or usually what happens if MJF comes out in the first segment, I'll watch that and then I'll just delete the episode. I can't stand it anymore. It's so bad. So MJF, please go to the WWE. I don't know if you can, punch Sammy Guevara backstage or do whatever you have to do. Beat someone up. Choke out Jungle Boy. Do whatever needs to be done. Take a chair to the Young Bucks. Just beat some folks up backstage because that seems to be one way to get out of there. Can MJF please just start beating people up? How about someone new? What if MJF beats up Chris Jericho? That'd be great. He just, gives Chris Jericho a black eye and a bloody nose. Do something like that, MJF, so that you can get kicked out of AEW because I'm sure you're regretting it. You could see the regret on his face when he came back. You could see, what the hell happened? Where is everyone? Again, they're getting, 3,000, 2,500 on a good night. Okay, on a good night, 4,500 we've seen. I'm talking about for Dynamite episodes. That's a good night for them. Okay, 4,500. Yeah, I guess so. WWE just had a SmackDown, just a regular SmackDown. Sold out 18,000 for just a regular SmackDown last night in Toronto. 18,000 sold out arena. Come on. Tony Khan really think that all those insults towards WWE fans helped? I think what it did was chase people who are actually watching your product, giving your product eyeballs and ratings. I think it chased people away. So another moronic decision by AEW. MJF, please leave. Thoughts and opinions, Stanley Mack, on the MJF return?
I don't know why. I have no idea why he resigned. Not a good decision at all. I think he's going to have to maybe just wait it out. I got to hope that they haven't ruined him, though, by 2 years from now. Because that...
Yeah, I agree. And the other problem with ruining is he's so talented, he could even get past anything that they have storyline-wise. But they have a lot of wrestlers who take a lot of dumb chances, do a lot of stupid things in the ring. What I'm worried about is he's going to get hurt. And he won't be the same. Because the other thing about MJF is he is a great wrestler. He's fun to watch. He's great in the ring. And we know he came back from a lot of injuries, and also because he was carrying the entire company for the last year of his championship reign. I'm worried that that's what's going to happen to him, that they're going to keep beating him up, having him do stupid stuff, and the next thing you know, he's going to be 30 years old, but he's going to be walking around like Jon Moxley, barely able to move and think. So, I don't know. The other thing, though, that we're happy about, Stanley, is another return. But this return is a spooky one. Uncle Howdy is back, Daddy. Talk to me about Uncle Howdy, baby.
Wow. It's been such a while and great ride already. I think having him feud with Gable was the right call.
Now, this, obviously, if everyone listening, Bray Wyatt, one of my favorites, but Bray Wyatt, I would say, definitely your favorite.
Yeah.
Right? Of the modern day guys.
Yeah.
Number one. Right there. Well, Punk, too, maybe?
Yeah, him and Punk.
Him and Punk. So, what was your opinions of the first Monday Night Raw where we saw them all go through the back and Chad Gable was shot in the head and whatnot? What'd you think about that?
I thought that was great.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Awesome.
I really enjoyed that. Now we've seen the past 2 weeks since then, sit-down interviews with, I was going to call him Bray Wyatt, with Bo Dallas. I'm getting very good Mick Foley sit-down interview with Jim Ross vibes. Only instead of, Jim Ross, the regular human cowboy, you kind of have a deranged cowboy, an Uncle Howdy. He kind of wears a bit of a cowboy hat, too, just like Jim Ross. What if the big reveal is that Uncle Howdy's Jim Ross?
That's how they...
It's been me the whole time. It's been me the whole damn time, everybody. Jim Ross has been Uncle Howdy, and business is about to pick up. Fireflies. It's me. That's me, Austin. I'm Uncle Howdy, Austin. It's me. It's been me the whole time, Austin, you dumb son of a bitch. I'm Uncle Howdy. I'm the powers that be. I'm the authority. I'm every... Okay, Jim. And then Jim Ross just gets taken away. Like, they put a straitjacket on, and he just gets taken away to a mental hospital because he thinks he's all these people.
No, actually, that wasn't even... No, that's not even the story. It was that he just literally just put it on and just, like, somehow snuck in. So it wasn't even, like, a story.
Triple H doesn't even know this is me because I got the Uncle Howdy mask on, you see. King Jarrett, Lawler, how you doing, baby? I'm here. I snuck backstage to Monday Night Raw. I'm wearing the Uncle Howdy get-up. Here's what I'm thinking. You put on a Bo Dallas mask, and then it's just going to be me and you. We're going to finally get back into the broadcaster's booth this way. Yeah. All right, see you here, King. So what have you thought about the Uncle Howdy sit-down interviews with Bo Dallas?
I thought they've been, like phenomenal. I think still Uncle Howdy is... Bo Dallas still. I still think that, for anyone saying they're not, he is.
Oh, yeah. They're the same guy. They're playing it up, though, to be like, one is like the almost figment of the other's imagination sometimes. Like Bo Dallas was on this last one, he was just talking, and then there was no Uncle Howdy. And you're like, uh-oh, is this going through his mind? Is he just nuts? But then he disappeared, and Uncle Howdy came back. And you're like, well, maybe Uncle Howdy's the nuts one, and he's imagining Bo Dallas, and Bo's not even there. I don't know, but I am enjoying it. I like it, too. I think it's very good so far. I think it's interesting. And I like the sit-down promos, always have. Whether it's Mick Foley getting an interview with Jim Ross like that, or Triple H getting an interview with Jim Ross, where Triple H, that's when he coined the phrase, I'm the game. Anyway. All right, Stanley Mac. Should we talk a little bit? So, thoughts and opinions. You take it away for a second. I got to grab a water. Go ahead.
I think it's been like 8. I'll say a solid 9 out of 10. These segments have been as of late.
9 out of 10 is what you said?
Yeah, I think.
Fair enough. I like that. I can concur with that.
That's my scale.
I've been enjoying it a lot.
The only reason why I'm not saying 10 is because we're only 3 weeks in, so I can't really,
Oh, you really sold Bo Dallas out. All right, thoughts and opinions of after the Wyatt Sicks killed everyone, including Chad Gable. They were spotted in some kind of fast food restaurant, and they took a picture with a fan.
Something that's gotten a lot of heat.
So, yeah, I know, but who's giving him the heat? Same old suspects?
The Kevin Nashes of the world.
Kevin Nash, that's what I thought.
Mark Henry didn't like it too, though. Mark Henry didn't.
Mark Henry didn't like it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me explain something to you guys real quick. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. They're literally driving in their minivan together. They've just been on Monday Night Raw. They're famished. They have to get some food. What are they supposed to do? They were hoping that it's 1 o'clock in the morning. There's not going to be a wrestling fan behind the cash register. It's probably what? What are the actual percentages? Maybe 20%, 15%. I go to Walgreens, all right? They've got like 8 different cashiers. But Stan knows there's this one cashier who's a big WWE fan. And we do a little, and he knows that I like WWE because I wear the t-shirts. So every time I check out, we have a little WWE small talk. I enjoy it. That's what small towns are for. So I got it myself. I got some ginger ale recently, and he's like, "What do you think is going to happen at Money Bank?" And I'm like, "Okay, I think this is going to happen. This is going to happen," and blah blah blah. But my point is, that's one cashier out of 8 at the Walgreens near me who likes wrestling. You see what I'm saying? They were banking on, come on, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. We're going to get food in and out real quick. And then some kid is a huge fan, and he's like, oh, my God. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to tell the kid no?
That wouldn't
Right? Didn't we just see a 2-hour documentary on Bray Wyatt where everyone gave him acclaim for being so into it in the moment, being such an incredible performer, but then when he would meet with fans at autograph sessions, or just if you caught him on the street, he was just a regular down-to-earth guy. He wouldn't go into character. He would try to speak with people and be kind to them. And people celebrated Bray for this. They were like, he was amazing. He was so sincere. He was great. So Bo Dallas does the same thing, and we're getting mad at him for not sticking to kayfabe? Come on, man. Relax. It's not like he got the Arby's or the McDonald's or whatever it was. It's not like he ordered that stuff in gimmick. He wasn't dressed up like Uncle Howdy holding up a milkshake and a burger. Yes, if they were all in character, if the giant rabbit was there and the vulture and they all had their masks on, and they were then like, hey, yeah, we're here getting sodas and french fries. Okay, fine. But none of them, they were just looked like regular people. Can we cut them a break a little bit? Mark Henry and who was the other one? Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash hates everything, man. Is Kevin Nash still friends with Triple H?
I bet not.
Because he is so critical. He called, anti-LA Knight. He calls him a Rock ripoff. He just hates everything in the WWE these days. All right. So, overall, thumbs up, Uncle Howdy. MJF, we love you, but thumbs down to your return in AEW. They put you with Daniel Garcia. There's no buzz, and your eyes said the whole thing. Oh, my God, I'm playing in front of 2,000 people now. What did I do? And every time now, and Tony Khan doesn't understand this. Every time I hear an AEW person go, I still believe in AEW, which is exactly what MJF said. Quote, I still believe in AEW. Don't they understand how weak and defensive they're sounding when they speak like that? It's almost like acknowledging we have a bad product right now. Like our show stinks, but I still believe in it. Maybe we'll get lucky and somehow crawl out of this mess. I don't see that happening myself. Now, let's get into Money in the Bank. Let's rock and roll. Okay? 5 matches, and we're going to discuss them all. We're going to talk about each and every one. All right?
Let's go.
Number 1. Let's do the Intercontinental Championship match. It's your WWE Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn taking on the fast, rising, powerful Braun Breaker. Stanley, who's going to win?
Give me Braun Breaker, new champion.
New champion, Braun?
Yep.
Absolutely. I completely agree. Now, I've been the Braun Breaker guy. You've had the Braun Breaker hot takes. You haven't been as sold on him as I have.
I am not.
And why is that?
I think
That's a hot take. You're now Kevin Nash. You're the Kevin Nash of the Eastside Davidson Wrestling Show because, man, Braun Breaker, I don't know. See, he's got it all to me. 5-tool player. But anyway, what's the criticism?
I think, like, obviously he is a freak athlete. I think his mic ability ain't there.
Mic ability ain't there. He hasn't had an ability to do. We haven't seen him cut one in-ring promo yet. Not one.
Sami Zayn, he's cutting a lot of promos on him.
Not in the ring. Everything is backstage.
In the ring.
I don't even remember it. But dude, he literally just got there. I'm going to point out something that's going to make you look silly when the time is right. But I actually disagree. Did you watch Braun Breaker in NXT?
Not that much.
Okay. Because I'm telling you, pal, he can be babyface, he can be heel, and he was great on the mic as both. As a heel, it's just Mr. Aggression, Mr., super intense, aggressive, downright evil. And as a babyface, he could do the kind of, I'm a lovable, I can kick butt, but I'm sort of lovable, somewhat, I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but I'll kick your butt type of thing. He got over both, in my opinion, when I was watching him on NXT. So I think Braun Breaker is excellent. That's why I'm going with him as the new Intercontinental Champion. You're going with him as well?
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, next one. All right, let's do men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Jey Uso, Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, Chad Gable, LA Knight, Drew McIntyre. Who's going to win the Money in the Bank ladder match for the men?
I think we will see a moment where Uncle Howdy attacks Chad.
Whoa!
And
Uncle Howdy attacking Chad Gable.
And I think Drew McIntyre wins the Money in the Bank.
Wow! Now, the thing that I was going to say is Carmelo Hayes. He's in this match. Thoughts and opinions?
I like him a lot.
And thoughts on Carmelo Hayes on the microphone?
I think he's good in the mic.
Come on. So you like Carmelo Hayes more than Braun Breaker? Because I got to tell you, I'm finding Carmelo Hayes to be boring. He seems like a great athlete, but what is his personality besides just saying, I am him? Because yesterday on SmackDown, multiple people in the front row were saying, you are not him. It was captured on TV. A lot of people were booing him and kind of giving go-away heat. You are not him. He seems kind of dull on the microphone, and yet Breaker is interesting. I'm curious as to what you see in Mr. Hayes.
I think he looks like, if you look at him, he has the looks of just an absolute star. Also, he can really wrestle.
But on the microphone, he hasn't done anything.
I think he's okay in the mic.
All right. Hey, you're allowed your opinion. I just think Breaker is a far more interesting prospect than Carmelo Hayes. Again, Carmelo is a good, he looks like a great athlete. But I don't know. I'm not feeling it. So who's going to win this Money in the Bank? And you said it was going to be Drew?
Yep.
All right, well, guess who I'm going with? L.A. Knight. Because I don't think Uncle Howdy is going to be here and attack Chad Gable, but I do think CM Punk is going to be here and he'll attack Drew McIntyre. I do. Punk's coming back again, and this is finally the one that's going to be like, that's it, SummerSlam match, because we can't, it's too much. So Drew says, finally, you know what, forget about this. SummerSlam, Punk, meet me. I'm telling you. That's my prediction. Now let's go to the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Io Sky, Chelsea Green, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, Zoe Stark.
It's a toss-up here between Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton. I think I'm going to go with Tiffany Stratton. But it's a toss-up between either one of them.
You're going with Tiffany Stratton?
Yeah.
Wow. That's some prediction. You know what? Give me Chelsea Green in a really weird upset, only because I feel like she would be, the type of person you see holding a Money in the Bank for a while.
It's not an upset.
Not an upset?
No.
It's not an upset for Chelsea Green?
It's pretty much everyone's, I think the majority seeing this as a toss-up between Tiffany and Chelsea.
Really?
I see it too.
Oh, wow.
It's a toss-up.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Interesting. Let's get into the 6-man tag team match, which I thought was going to be the main event. But Stanley seems to say it's not the main event. You're sure about this?
I am sure.
All right. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens versus The Bloodline. It can be any 3 of Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu. Any 3 of those 4 versus Cody, Randy, and KO. Go ahead, Stanley. Who do you like?
Give me Cody, Randy, and KO.
Into the mic, please.
Give me Cody, Randy, and KO.
Versus who? What 3 members of the new Bloodline will be out there?
I'll say Solo, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa.
Okay, here's my prediction. It will be Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
And they're going to win because Solo will come out and do something cheap. Maybe to Randy. Maybe to Cody. And setting up a possible Solo Cody SummerSlam match. So that's what I'm thinking. Is that Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu are the 3. They get involved, or they're wrestling. Solo figures a way to do something. And they cheat Cody and Randy and KO. And we're all ready to go for Cody versus Solo. So that's me. You like that one?
Yes.
All right. Any more thoughts before we get out of here?
We haven't done the main event.
An action-packed show. We're not going to do the main event. I decided to skip it.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Finally, Damian Priest, your World Heavyweight Champion versus Seth freaking Rollins. Who is going to win this match?
I think Damian Priest wins, and then Drew comes out, cashes in, hits the Claymore 1, 2, but then we hear an ambulance.
Sorry, go ahead.
Then we hear an ambulance, and in it was CM Punk, who comes out and causes Drew McIntyre once again. And so it's a failed cast-in. I think that would be even cooler.
So, all right, say that again. So you're saying
Drew cashes in after Priest wins.
Priest beats Rollins.
Yes.
Drew, who has, according to you, won his Money in the Bank, he's going to cash it on Priest?
Yep.
And then what happens?
Claymore 1, 2, and then we hear an ambulance, and CM Punk was in it, and maybe and just attack.
So CM Punk drives an ambulance into the...
Remember he was put in an ambulance a couple weeks ago?
Ah.
So they did it. So Punk costs them.
Okay. I see. So Punk is hiding in an ambulance somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. That's interesting. I like that. I'm going to go with Seth Rollins. He's just going to win the match straight up, and that's going to be the end. And weirdly enough, Becky comes out to celebrate him and kicks her in the stomach and gives her a stunner. Gives her a Stone Cold Stunner. Yeah. Everyone's like, this is a weird turn. What? Seth?
Seth's still the babyface, too.
All right. That will do it. Stanley, any final thoughts, please?
Gonna be a good sell. Enjoy Money in the Bank.
Absolutely. Enjoy your Money in the Bank, folks. We'll see you here next time. What's the next one? SummerSlam?
I think it is.
Probably
it is
SummerSlam, right? It's already July. So we'll see you next time for SummerSlam for Stanley Mack. My name is Davey Mack. This is the Eastside Davidson Wrestling Show. Good night, everybody.